I'm just hoping my phone don't run out of memory. It shouldn't.
I stopped it and then I started again.
Okay, so
She wants it to go, right?
right. Okay, so again, I'm combing the hair in the direction I want it to go. I keep saying that because this part is important. You need to comb the hair in the direction that you want it to go. That's how I got these lines here, because I did that. You don't want to fight against the hair. You want the hair to work with you. Okay, so I'm going to make my little triangle part here again. I take this hair, I divide it into 3 even sections. And to go along with your question, you asked, like, how do you get it to be even? When you take the same triangle section and you kind of comb the hair in the same direction, that's also why I do that too, because I know I combed it up this much here. So I know if I comb it up this much over here, it should still fall in the same spot too. That helps get the braids even. Okay, so I took my 3 strands here. Let me do that again so you guys can see. I took my 3 strands here. I basically take the middle one, I cross it over the left one. Then I take this left one that's now underneath the middle one, and I cross it over the right one. So now the right one is my new middle one. So after the right one becomes the new middle, I now take it, pass it to the left, and now I pick up a piece of hair. And then I take the one that's on the left, I pick up a piece of hair with that one too. And then it's pretty much a repeat process from there. Just think of it the best. This is how I learned. I actually learned by braiding on my own hair first. I did cornrows on myself. The way I had to learn was I had to pretend like I was still braiding a plait down like this, but I'm doing it on my head. So it's still the crisscross, 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 but you're crisscrossing on top of a head and you're just picking up pieces.
So would you say to get a clean braid, like you should take smaller sections?
Yes.
Pulling into the braid?
Yes.
Okay.
To get a really clean one, I would take really small sections. And that's true for the feeder braids too.
Do you add hair every time you
Crossover.
cross over?
Yes. Every time I cross over, I'm grabbing a piece of hair.
Same amount of hair, even though it's gonna get bigger. Or just
I grab more hair each time.
okay.
I keep the same horizontal line going across here. I keep that section the same size, but of course it gets bigger, it gets wider and wider, so naturally I'm grabbing more hair as I go down. But the sections stay the same.
So with your hand placement, does that make it a lot easier? Because I feel like when I braid, I have them kind of facing towards me.
Yes, I do braid a little bit differently. My hand placement is different, I've noticed, than most people. I think it's probably because I just taught myself on my head and that's just how my hands went. I'm also left-handed. I don't know if that might have something to do with it. I don't know. But it's the same, it's gonna be the same technique whichever way your hands are facing. So that won't be an issue at all.
So you're braiding upside down, like from the bottom up, where you have position change?
Yeah, when I braid my own hair, my hands flip the other way. And I braid over.
No, sorry, I'm in your way.
Oh no, you're fine.
Well, you do this so tight, does your hand get cramped up?
Actually, no, it doesn't. And I really don't braid that tight. How do you feel?
It's good.
I don't braid that tight at all. I never really get any complaints about that.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Does that gel stay flexible, like it doesn't harden right away?
This gel doesn't harden at all. That's why I like this one. It doesn't harden at all. It's more like a pomade. That's why I don't want to necessarily say it's a gel. It's just jam. It's its own thing. It's its own thing. That's why I don't say gel. I say it's like a mixture of a pomade / edge control mostly. Anyone use edge control? No? You guys use pomades? It's kind of like, what is it, up front? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Wait, which one? No, it's like the green. No, the green one is a wax.
Yeah, it's like clear, but it like is hard. Kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, it's kind of like that. Like, and this one's not really as jelly as that one. That one's jelly, right? Kind of. This one's not as jelly, but it kind of does the same thing. Like, it's just a gel that doesn't necessarily get hard and mess your head up. Okay, so I did this right here just to show what you were talking about. Is this what happens to you, or it might be even a little looser?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's because this hair was not gripped as tight.
Okay.
So that's really all that is. So a way to correct that, just kind of bring your braid in a little closer to that side.
Like access your photos. I don't know what do you want me to do?
Mhm. Thank you. So just bring the braid in a little bit closer. It probably needs to be centered a little more, but also keep the same tension. Okay. So we're gonna comb these ends out just a little bit because you want it as neat and flat as possible. You want all the hairs going in the same direction. And again, because her hair is layered, I'm going to put pomade on her ends. And then there we have a complete braid.
What is that?
That's my phone. I'm gonna silence it.
What'd you say?